follow the order, follow the wheel, and you'll get to where you need to go. It's just me turned to 100. Another inspiration, Shane Taylor. My style is inspired by him. He's one of the first people that take me under his wing. Being on the road in Limitless is kind of where it kind of started. This was the first time I like wrestled a name. Mike Santana was the match that really lit a fire in my ass. Is like, this is possible. Brother Greatness has been a good friend of Tyree Taylor for about a decade. The opportunity arose for him to manage me. I took it. He became the first tag team champions of Wrestling Open. Focus Pro has been one of those places where they saw the vision in Tyree Taylor. Could I do this again? Is it worth it?
Call it how I see it, straight talk, no disguise. Southern slang dripping, got the truth in my eyes. Might like gavel, every word, lay it down. Coach C in the booth, turn the game all around. Yeah, it's Coach C, he the best for business. It's Coach C, he the best for business. Yeah, I'm sharp as a tack when I call the play-by-play. Every dog got his day, and I make the crowd stay. Cause every week we go live on a Wednesday. Dressing so sharp, that's the reason why your friends stay. The youngest in the game to do it, best for business. Coach C is the truth and everybody gonna witness. Love entertainment, you swear it's your destiny. Link with Coach C, we can talk about your legacy. It's Coach C, he the best for business. It's Coach C, he the best for business.
All right, everybody. Hello and welcome to another edition of Best for Business. I'm pumped for this one. Tyree Taylor, man, thank you so much for joining me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're here, man.
I'm pumped for this one because even when I started first going to shows as fans, eventually to start getting to work with you and everything, thank you for everything. I'm pumped for this.
Yes, sir, man. We've been fighting for this time, so we got it. Now let's rock the house, baby.
Let's do it. So when we talk pro wrestling, you've done a lot in pro wrestling, but originally, what was it about wrestling that made Tyree Taylor interested in originally?
So originally, I was a baseball player in high school.
Wow. What position?
I thought I was going to be drafted because there was a scout on me and stuff like that. I had a really bad game and never saw the scout again. Turned out he passed that week. Wow. And, I knew I wasn't going to college. I was a tradesman. I was a tradesman. I went to trade school. So I was like, I need something. And day before my 19th birthday, I saw a guy named Johnny Rodz, Brooklyn, New York. And and didn't look back since.
Yeah. I'm curious, when you talk baseball, like what position was Tyree Taylor?
I was first baseman.
Nice.
First baseman. I was catcher a little bit, and emergency pitcher.
Nice.
Yeah.
When you've done a lot in wrestling, but when you look at the beginning, what is Tyree Taylor, you would say, your first big opportunity when it comes to wrestling?
Man, listen, I'm not gonna hold you. My first big opportunity came after I left Johnny Rodz. I will say I love Johnny Rodz to death, but it was a hard glass ceiling. So I feel as if I got my basics down, and then it's time to show what I got. So I took a chance and went down to Houston to see a guy named Booker T. I'm familiar with that guy. But I had a tryout match, sat down, talked to him, had a little tryout match, and then he loved the work, and then he put me on a future show against one of his top guys. And and kind of been able to showcase what I got. And I think that was the first real big opportunity I got in professional wrestling.
When you talk about learning from Johnny Rodz, is there like a lesson or something that stands out learning from him?
Man. So the lineage run deep with Johnny Rodz. So it's Devon, guys like the Dudley Boys and like Taz, Tommy Dreamer, guys like that. So there's plenty of lessons that you can get from a guy named Johnny Rodz. But a personal one is, Pa, don't be a shyster, Pa. Kind of just like, follow the order, follow the wheel, and you'll get to where you need to go. Basics are everything, and make sure that you're good to the people on the way up, because you're gonna end up having to take that elevator back down.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Wow. When you look at your career, you talk about going from Johnny Rodz to Booker T reality wrestling. That's completely different. So how do you even come across reality wrestling?
And so I was with somebody, and she went to the Culinary Institute of America, which is in upstate New York. I
Okay.
live in the area,
Yeah.
so she moved to Texas. I didn't really have. There was a weird period in my life where I didn't really have anything going on. It was just a job here and there, and I ended up going to Texas just to visit. And what was 10 days turned into 4 years.
Wow.
And so, like, she originally in Corpus, I was like, I gotta find a wrestling school. I got wrestling school. I was originally gonna go to Funaki's in San Antonio, but reality wrestling just kept shining in my face, and I was just like, you know what? I gotta make this move. I gotta make this move. I gotta make this happen. And went down to one of the older buildings, and really sat down with the man himself.
Mhm.
Met up.
Wow. When you look at your career, I've been following you for the longest time, but where does the inspiration for Tyree Taylor originally come in?
So you'll hear this a lot from
Yeah.
people, but it's just me turned to 100.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? But the layout of kind of what I'm uh inspired by are more of movies than anything.
Wow.
Like guys like the Juggernaut, X-Men, guys like Kingpin, Daredevil,
Mhm.
the Michael Clark Duncan one, the Bane, and like a big giant who's also smart and intelligent, and also like people like, ironically enough, Debo, Debo from Friday.
Yeah.
And the father from Coming to America. Uh,
Wow.
so it's like it's a very eclectic mix of what kind of Tyree Taylor brings inspiration from,
Mhm.
and as well as doing it for my city of Brooklyn, New York, and as well as trying to lay the groundwork for people to be able to do so. Because I feel like if a guy like me doesn't make it, I'm gonna make sure 5 guys behind me do. You know,
Nice.
so yeah, I'm and give inspiration, take inspiration, man. I'm all
Yeah.
about it.
I'm curious right off the rip, when you go to reality wrestling in Texas, the whole Texas wrestling scene, is there something that stands out about it?
Because it's a dog eat dog world down.
Okay. Yeah.
Like like I love how like New York, kind of the New York East Coast, New England kind of scene is. Like there's a lot of kind of people who are stars, and then there's a lot of wrestlers trying to be them.
Mhm.
There's a lot of stars there. There's sharks in that water in Texas, and they're kind of eating each other alive.
Yeah.
So it's like you got to get in while you fit in, and do what you can to be able to be able to showcase, get that time, and be able to get. There's not many reps down there as the area up here would. So you got to fight for yours, whether it's training or being able to network with certain places.
Yeah.
It's a doggy dog world right there. It's not for the weak.
Yeah.
Not for the weak, for real.
And when you talk about reality wrestling, I'm curious, who comes up with the idea of you teaming with Shane Taylor?
You know who damn well it was. You know
Yeah.
damn well who it was. It
Yeah.
was Booker.
Nice.
Booker. So I was still like, not really floundering, but like I was still kind of new to the area,
Mhm.
and we were transitioning buildings, and then I was helping out in the ring, stuff like that, and I was doing something with somebody, and Book, we're about to do a show, and Book comes in. He's just like, Ty, come here. We sat down, and here comes Shane Taylor. And like I've known about the guy,
Mhm.
uh, like one of those inspirations that I had when I was going into Texas was the Pretty Boy Killers, which
Wow.
which was Shane Taylor and Keith Lee.
Yeah.
So, like, I was like super excited about the whole situation, and I was able to sit there and listen. He's like, "Hey, hey Shane, you don't mind teaming up with the kid right here? Yeah, like he's very talented. Y'all look similar. Y'all brothers." And he's like, hey, "I got big plans for you guys. I think you guys could be my 3-minute warning." Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm like one of those opportunities that pop up. I was just like, oh, wow. All right. Shane wasn't different, but I think I've grown on him. But like we went out there and it was basically a hit squad. And come in and do a damn thing there. He's been another inspiration. Shane Taylor. He like my gear is inspired by him. My style is inspired by him. He's one of the first people that take me under his wing and really pick things off. He wasn't really like super hands-on because he lived other places, but he kind of left a lot of crumbs to be able to get to a certain place, to be able to utilize how I am and be able to create my own style off of it. Nice. So he's been one of those guys that that's one of those opportunities that will stick with me for the rest of my life.
Nice.
And I owe him. He's an OG for a reason.
Yeah. When you look at your career, early on you got to wrestle, I think it was Taylor Ransom in a bull rope match. How was that? Because on the independents, you don't really even see matches like that. So how was that for you?
That was actually my first match with stipulations.
Yeah.
Having to kind of like feel the rope, and it's like legit rope and stuff like that. He was an actual cowboy. He had a ranch. Mm-hmm. He had all that good stuff. So we kind of just like kind of clashed on ideas, but it was just like we were able to get through what was going on. We didn't really have much direction because there was other things on the show that took like people like Bruce Pritchard and Book away from us.
Yeah.
But we were able to make that little spot that we got something bigger than what it was supposed to be.
Nice.
So they gave us the trust to do something, and I think we did something well with it. Yeah. So it was a damn good learning experience for us.
Nice. When I think of Tyree Taylor, one thing I'm curious about, what was the original vision with Prolific?
So I was actually the third member.
Okay.
Prolific, so is these two are the OGs.
Yeah.
These two are the OGs, Isaiah Wolf and Marcus Marquis. Mm-hmm. The brainchild for it, and they came up with it together. And I was just coming back from Texas, so I got all this little experience, but I haven't found a home yet. So like I'm traveling, doing whatever, and I go to this promotion, and I have a match. And I've known Wolf for a little bit at that point, but we're really close. But he was just like, "Yo, we got this thing here and all that good stuff." The promotion wanted me to be like a monster and stuff like that, which I was okay with. But like they were just like, "Hey, let's bring this together. Let's see what's going on." And it kind of just shot off. It kind of shot off because like. We came up with the understanding because sometimes when you're in business with friends, it can clash. It can go many different ways. Mm-hmm. So when we first sat down, we were just like, we're three like-minded individuals.
Yeah.
With one goal. Like there's no leader. There's no leader. Like we take each other's advice. We take each other's kind of step forward. We hold each other accountable. We do whatever we can, and we are a group of like-minded individuals.
Nice.
And that's the thing that carried us over to like being able to evolve and do things. Each one of us do something, bring something very different to the group. So it's a free bird to the max. So we can literally do anything with us. Nice. So we kept that and just started like being real authentic. And it's one of those things. It's a notable part of a lot of people's shows because we all of us now, we have the mind to be able to go in and show people what we're about while translating the story to other people, while creating that emotion and that tension and everything like that, and we make it authentic and real and put it in a superhero panel, comic book panel to be able to for people to digest. And like we're all big brains out here when it comes to doing stuff like that, and I think we get our stuff over pretty well.
Is there a prolific match that stands out so far?
Oh man, bringing it back to Shane.
Yeah,
a prolific versus STP, the original STP.
Yeah.
With Khan and Moses, and that us three, because I truly feel like us three in the East Coast, we've brought it together, trios wrestling. We brought it back to prominence.
Nice.
We were an authentic trio. We worked very well together, and we were able to change in however we want. It's like a basketball team. We got people rotating and all that good stuff. We know what we're doing when it comes to how many people are in the ring at the same time. But that match, first of all, it was at Jobber Slam, which our friends at the Jobber Tears Network put on, which was absolutely amazing. It was in my hometown of Brooklyn.
Nice.
It was in front of friends and family and about 300 people. And Shane, Khan, and Moses were like, we were talking cash shit together. We were talking all that good stuff. So they finally ponied up and just like, here, y'all six have it. And they were 6-man tag champions for ROH at the time. So like with the personal thing with me and Shane, and the message that Shane said at the end of it, you can't get more emotionally invested than that.
Yeah,
that will stick. That will stick to me forever.
Nice.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you kill it. You go to Johnny Rodz. You go to Reality of Wrestling. Eventually, when is it time to come back to New York or to come back to New England?
So I come back to New England. I come to New England because I saw that the tri-state area wasn't really latching on. I could fully understand it. There was a lot of, I wouldn't say turmoil, but a lot of, we grown.
Yeah.
we grown. So there's a lot of high school stuff going on. I didn't care for. Mm-hmm. So I originally moved, again, just like Texas. I need a school. I need something to go to. I need something to latch onto. And then New England Pro Wrestling Academy.
Yeah.
Knew because of the lineage. I've heard the name before. Even when I was living in New York, I knew I had to go in and see what's going on. At the time, this was like pre-pandemic. At the time, this was like 2018, 2019. Brian Fury was still in charge. So like it was grinding the dogs and everything like that. And then like it was something that to be able to do the beginning school with Johnny Rodz, do kind of like a finishing school with Booker T, mm-hmm. and then the New England Pro Wrestling Academy. It was very like being able to mentor somebody like me, an outsider, to be able to come in and fine tune whatever I can and workshop everything with a bunch of Hall of Famers and God and legends in the area. So like that really kind of brought out to me. Mm-hmm. And when I got to start to get to network with people like Chase Del Monte, people like Max Smashmaster, mm-hmm. all the guys like that, and then a wily guy in the area, Sidney Bacabella,
legend, love him,
gave me a call, and it was like, yo, they doing some weekly thing, and they're doing some weekly thing in Worcester. I need you to come down. I need you to come down. At the time, it was uncharted territory.
Oh yeah.
Here goes Tyree Taylor versus a guy I love named Ken Broadway.
Wow.
And it was a history making moment right there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was gonna say before Uncharted, when does Limitless come in?
Limitless came in like right before that.
Okay.
Came in right before that because guess what? World shut down.
Yeah.
Pandemic time. Yeah, and we had to, find a way to do what we do. And a lot of us were going in the red, spending money on tests because at that time, of course, we never been through this.
Yeah.
So like arm and a leg. So we all fighting to get to a spot. We go to a place called Arnold, Maine, and we had to hit the road. So they started doing all these tapings and stuff like that, and it was like 40 matches, match after match after match after match in front of your peers, in front of the boys, just to get some content out. Because we were kind of getting stifled by every state athletic commission, by every health and benefits person, and we just wanted to be able to continue to make content. And while everybody was kind of getting out of here because of the other issue, other issue that was going on, we still had workers that were trying to get it. So being on the road in Limitless is kind of where it kind of started
Nice.
to solidify myself in New England right there. And then I had my first match with Allie Price.
Wow.
Allie Price. And, he was a very wily, younger individual. And we had our banger of a match in front of our peers. Randy put down the camera because he was holding the mobile camera. He put down the camera and said, "Welcome to the team." And, it was it from there.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
There's a few matches I want to ask you about. Like I said, you've always been one of the best growing up watching you. One person I want to ask you about, anything stood out wrestling Juventud?
Man, Hoovy is a funny individual. So there was this King of New York's tournament,
mm-hmm.
and it was a fatal four-way. Guess what was in there? Jordan Oliver.
Wow.
A young Jordan Oliver and a younger kid named Dexter. So it's such a clash of styles. So we had to really get into what's going on. We knew it was going to be a long day because there was a bunch of four ways into another side tournament into the winter. So we knew it was going to be a long day. So we ended up really coming up with something that was very entertaining. And we did it about 8 minutes.
Wow.
About 8 minutes while others were pulling 15-minute matches. But we kind of smoked it. But Juventud himself, this was the first time I wrestled a name, So everybody knew I was just holding off on him. Mm-hmm. And it was a very noticeable, which was a learning experience for me. Now I don't care about your name. I'm on your ass.
Yeah.
So it's he was just it's okay. I'm still working. I'm still He was really trying to help what was going on, and he was very open to all of our other interjections and stuff like that when it comes to doing the actual work. So shout out to Hoover for it.
Yeah. Another one I want to ask you about. What about Mike Santana?
Man, Mike Santana is one of those people that I will throw hands and fists with every day.
Nice.
He's one of those people. Mike Santana was the match that really lit a fire in my ass. Is this is possible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is a possible thing, regardless if I sign paperwork or not. Matches like this makes my journey mean something. He was coming off his ACL. He got jacked in the ring. He really focused on him and what he's doing, and he wanted to bring that flair over to me because I was on the short list for people that wrestle when he was coming up to Beyond, and they were just like, "Let's do it. He's doing great here. Let's see what you two got." And I don't know if the expectations were there, but we blew him up.
Yeah.
And it's very Mike will make you fight. He he don't play because I was a big fan of his when he was in EYFBO. Back in New York when we were doing shindies and stuff like that over in the city, little garages and stuff like that with him and Ortiz. When Mike Drastic was when he was Mike Drastic and he was this skinny.
Yeah.
So like, being able to face that guy and being able to see that guy and face this new Mike Santana and like really motivated, really motivated. He's
Yeah.
he's any day of the week, any day of the week.
Nice. When you talk about different styles, I'm curious, how different was it wrestling somebody like Drew Gulak?
Like Drew will make you work.
Yeah.
Drew will make you work, boy. Like it was one of those matches where it's like, hey, if you die in the back, you die in the back. Die in the back. If you die in the back.
Yeah.
die in the back.
Yeah.
Like, hey, Drew Gulak is a very hard nosed, true to the wrestling purist of what wrestling is, and he's been nothing but good to me, and he's really put in that work for real. He's somebody you can definitely like pick his brain and kind of get something out of it. You're not going to come out with empty calories talking.
Yeah. And one other match I'm curious about, I haven't seen him in a while, but how is it wrestling Mr. Grimm in a dog collar match?
Oh,
because the same with the bull rope. You don't really see those that often.
Man, Mr. Grimm. Oh, brother. Okay, so me and Grimm are like oil and water.
Nice.
We butt heads a lot. Just generally, not in a hostile type of way.
Yeah.
But like we're almost 1A, 1B of the same person. Yeah. So it's like he I don't know if you're familiar with Pokemon. He is a Mega Evolution Y, I'm Mega Evolution X.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, it's like trying to find what's going on. So we just like, let's put this on. Let's put this dog collars on. And let's just beat the hell out of each other. And like he didn't hold off. He didn't hold on, especially like with the kendos and with the doors. You got to get it. You got to get him. You got to get him good because he's going to get you good.
Mm-hmm.
So Grimm is a super talented individual.
Nice. I was watching this the other day, but I'm curious from your perspective, what was your original introduction and vision with Wrestling Open going into it? Because I think you debuted, what is it, like episode 2 or 3, is it, against Ray Jazz?
Episode 3.
Nice.
Yes, episode 3 with Ray Jazz, like understanding this new format.
Yeah.
Like, 10-minute time limits and, people introducing a kind of a new product to people. People still wearing a whole bunch of masks out there and still trying to like see what we got for stars and stuff like that. And we did our thing, and you did good when you get a please come back check.
Yeah.
So I just kind of rolled that to prominence in Wrestling Open. But
yeah.
We're at like 230 now. Something like that. But episode 3, absolutely.
Wow. How does Tyree Taylor go to the church?
Man, because Brad, which is Brother Greatness,
mm-hmm.
Brother Greatness has been a good friend of Tyree Taylor for about a decade.
Nice. So
times when I was in New York and stuff like that, I've always ran into him, and he's been super cool with me. He's been a brother to me, no pun intended.
Yeah.
But he's been that guy. And, I appreciate everything that he's done for me. So when the opportunity arose for him to manage me, I took it because he's one of the best wrestling minds I've seen in a while. And that's with everybody I've met. And I'll put that against anybody. Brother Greatness is one of the best for me.
Oh, yeah.
It was easy.
Yeah, I was going to say, when I look at Tyree Taylor, you being a part of the church, there's so many iconic moments in Wrestling Open. To you, first, what does winning the Eliminator Cup mean to you?
Oh, man. So I didn't expect it.
Yeah.
But, how me and Ichiban were going, like, there was anything other than that is a failure. So we were one of those teams, you know what I'm saying, that had to, that were put together, and we just kind of meshed. And Ichi kind of just like, he only said but a couple words. I had to teach him some English to be able to to be able to like really get into it. But once you start getting into like what you can do as a team, what you can do as individuals, and kind of merge that into tag team wrestling. Like the sky's the limit.
Mhm.
The sky's the limit. You know what I'm saying? And different styles of like professional wrestling when it comes to tag team wrestling. Like you got the ball and chain tag teams, big guy, little guy. You got the two quick guys. You got two monsters. There's so many styles of tag team wrestling. And then watching the Eliminator Cup back after that was just like, wow, we'd be some really good teams.
Mhm.
So amazing.
When the idea originally came, did you think that you and Ichiban would have the chemistry that you guys had?
No,
Yeah.
no, because I in full transparency, I wasn't ready for another tag team that wasn't these guys.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I kind of pushed back on that, and the more brother greatness, the more brother greatness told me, and he's just like, trust me on this. I trusted him on it, and it just kept working, and it worked, and it worked, and then we became the first tag team champions of Wrestling Open. So like had to put my trust in Brother Greatness and put my trust in Ichiban.
No.
So we truly became them.
Yeah. Last year when we talked Wrestling Open, I know Fancy Ryan Clancy and Brad Hollister had the talk, but you guys I think are right up there. What does Steel Cage Warfare mean in that whole storyline? Because they had to move out of the White Eagle for how much people were invested in that event as a whole.
Oh yeah, it couldn't hold what we were doing.
Yeah.
It couldn't hold what we were doing, and like people like the Stetson and those guys, are gruely and gritty people. So you got to bring the fight to these guys.
Mhm.
You got to have enough room to be able to explode. But there, you can't let guys like that leave.
Yeah.
You know, so now we got to bring it up to the steel cage. Bring it to the steel cage and be able to come in. Not the result that we wanted. Definitely not the result we wanted when it comes to our team.
Mhm.
But I think wanted to be able to perform in the Palladium of all places and be able to sell that out and rock the house and catch Brother Greatness in the head. I don't know what he was doing up there, but you never know. You never know what's going to happen, and we're able to rock the house of the Palladium.
Yeah.
But the White Eagle couldn't contain that fight.
Yeah.
It could not.
When we talk Thursdays, I was there live to see it. What was the reaction? What were going through your mind when you made your return to Wrestling Open this year?
Man, when I broke my leg in February,
Mhm.
I had so many emotions. Could I do this again? Is it worth it?
Was it during the training or
It was,
match?
it was during training, day before Super Bowl.
Wow.
Day before Super Bowl, it was 3:00. It was 3:00. Class was over. There was a student that came in and wanted to help with some move. I do this move all the time, and just that one time, my foot went one way, I went the other. I heard a snap. You eat a chicken bone, eat a chicken wing, snap it in half. You'll think of me. That's exactly what I heard. And being able to have one of the darkest times of my life, people who like recover from something like that, and like there's so many self-doubt, there's so much like reflection that you're forced to be able to look at. You have to look in the mirror at the times like this. I didn't know if I wanted to come back. I didn't know if I was coming back too early. I didn't know if I wanted to do this at all. And I went on social media, cleared my head, and my doctor was like, "You can hit the gym again. You're cleared to hit the gym. Just don't do like lower leg right now, and then to do PT and stuff like that." And then the more I hit the gym, I lost about 40 pounds. I got a little more size to me. I started feeling it. I started. Thank you, Chase Del Monte, for giving me a key to the school.
Nice.
To work out just privately, just being able to use the gym equipment and then come in early, and because I had nothing else to do, I was on disability.
Yeah.
Disability for that time. So I'm going in pumping iron every other day and just getting it and getting it and getting it. And then Chase came in. He was just like, let's see you hit the ropes. And I was just like, I don't know. And my heart was racing and stuff like that. And he just kind of guided me through it. And the more I did, the more it piled up, the more I felt like I was ready to do so. So when Drew and Paul make that call, you got to answer.
Yeah.
And I think it was time. We were at Electric Haze, and I didn't expect the roof to be blown off of that place and be able to like really feel that people miss my presence. I do feel invisible sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So it's like hearing a reception like that, like really made me like my eyes open and like my presence is felt here.
Yeah. And then the week after that, getting to wrestle, what was it like wrestling Will Kroos? We talk about it, the match right before the alarm goes off, but everyone comes back in automatically. Your first match back against Kroos, how was that?
And I didn't think we were. I didn't think we were going.
I didn't either.
I didn't know. I was upset, and it happened right before my match, of course. Right before my match, of course, it was like, oh, maybe this is a sign to not do this yet. But Will Kroos, who's a champion over in England, the old, not the new one, and like he really calmed me down because I did have like little nerves and stuff like that, but he didn't hold back. I could not either,
Yeah.
and we had to rumble and tussle, and like I didn't think that would be my first match back, something so high profile, and being able to have that house fight that to wake you up. You know what I'm saying? When he throws something, you better be up. You better be alert, or he'll make. So it turned out better than I thought, better than I had anticipated. Bro.
Nice. And then another one. What about wrestling Bear Bronson?
So Bear is so during those times when I first started in Chaotic, Bear was one half of the tag team champions.
Mm-hmm.
So we always met and talked and like witnessed each other's stuff and being able to like be, hey, I want to wrestle you one day and all that good stuff. Just wrestle talk. You never, and then we just thought it would never happen because he got signed and then he got released and then he got married and then he just you never think about that. And then he started coming back to open. And when I came back to open, he came back to open. So, those people in the back just want big meaty men slapping meat. So, you got me versus Will Kroos. You got Bear versus Will Kroos. You got me versus Bear. And those two matches back-to-back weeks, they got the second week because the first one was so good. So we had to show up and show out. And I think all that talking, hey, brother, let's do this together and all that good stuff really, really manifested into something great. And if we have a round three, because we're 1-1, if we have a round three, we're going to light that mother up for real.
Yeah. You talk about everything you've got to do, have great matches with Kroos and Bear. But I'm curious, is there a difference, or what is the biggest difference from Tyree Taylor before the injury to now?
So that's actually a great question. I took a lot of things that I can do for granted. I was around 330, 340 at the time, being able to do land flips and do a whole bunch of stuff like that. And then it was taken from me. And it was very hard to be able to adapt because I did not know, but you take that for granted. And the person who also kind of inspired me during that time was Allie Katch.
Wow. Oh, wow.
Because, you don't realize I broke my leg. The next week, she breaks her leg.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And, I was off social media, but I was still, kind of on Instagram. I privated my page. I was still on Instagram. and you just see her I was kind of like chasing her return. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like, being able to like understand your body more. And for that, I think this one right here, Ruthless Lala.
Mm-hmm.
Ruthless Lala broke her hip, and she was just like, she felt the same way I felt, and I was just like, yo, let me understand my body a little more, what I can and can't do, what I can do often, and be a better worker when it comes to the basics and understanding what goes where, how to create the moments, and all the intangible stuff that a lot of people should be working on, and trying to be able to comprehend what you can do without hurting yourself or hurting others, and being able to solidify yourself as a great worker, a great performer. And I focus more on that, not what the athletic ability I can do, which I can still do.
Yeah.
But it's when, where, how, why.
Nice. When we talk companies in New England, for you, what is it like? We talk about the lineage right now. It's starting to pick up, but to be the first, what does it mean to you to be the first ever Focus Pro champion?
Man, pardon me.
No worries.
So it wasn't supposed to happen. It was never supposed to happen. Never supposed to be there. I was never supposed to be there. What happened was, so they just started doing shows. And maybe show 3, they had Jake something there. It was supposed to be Jake something versus Ichiban. And it was like that Saturday, he had a bunch of shows coming in. It was Jake something on Saturday. He came in on like a Tuesday or a Thursday to train. So we're training. I watch him twist his ankle. I watch him do that. Like it was,
yeah.
I just go, ha. And like me and Chase, I think Scott was there too. We were just like trying to help him out. We were just like, fuck, because Pandemonium was there too. Pandemonium was that Friday. So they were just like, and this is my return back to Chaotic. I haven't been there in about a year and a half. And he's just like,
yeah.
It's like, I gotta pull out. This is that. So I get a call from Chase. It's just like, hey, can you fill in for Jake during Pandemonium? I was like, all right, sure. You sure? I didn't feel right in my soul about it, but you can't say no to something like that. And then that night, when I was on that morning of Pandemonium, I get a call from Derek, who's the promoter of Focus Pro. He's like, hey, Jake something can't make it, and you were highly recommended. And I was just like, sure. Sure, I'll do it. It was in Everett at the time. And like me and Ichi tore the house down.
Nice.
And it was one of those moments where it was like, hey, they don't know who this guy is, but they know who I am now. And the momentum out of that, just they saw the vision, and we just carried it over through the tournament, and being able to win the tournament, be the first Focus Pro champion, and then have a year of undefeated title reigns and stuff like that, which only ended because of Monty's cash-in.
Yeah.
They didn't pin me in the real match. They didn't pin me in the match. They couldn't. You know what I'm saying? And I'm coming back. The Repo Man coming. Hope they had fun. But it's time for them to run their shillings. Nice. But Focus Pro has been one of those places where they saw the vision in Tyree Taylor, and to be able to really flourish and put everything I learned into one.
Nice. You mentioned the company, Chaotic Wrestling. Is there a match from Chaotic that stands out for you?
Oh, man. Me versus Ricky Smokes.
Nice.
For the heavyweight title. That was pretty good. That was one of the fun ones. One of the real fun ones I have, because at a certain point, they were just like, do what y'all do. And we came up, we got something, we got it going down, we got it popping there. There was a actually the pandemonium before I got hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Last year's pandemonium. It was in Boston, and you know, for me and Chase go back and forth on this all the time, but I was definitely sick. It was I didn't something was going around. I don't know what was going on, but it was like my flu game. I was going off on that. I was going off on it, and like I get to the back, I lay on the ground, and they were just like, "Yo, you got to go home." And then apparently everybody else got whatever was going on. Almost killed the locker room,
Wow.
but but I got greatness on tape, so it's all good.
Yeah, that's all that matters. How was All Out War for you?
Oh man, All Out War. It was. See, I'm not one for like death matches.
Yeah.
This was the closest thing to it.
Mm-hmm.
Thing to it, tags, doors, stuff like that. Tax bumping on tax is different. 0 out of 10. Do not recommend. And I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. You have to make me do it.
Yeah.
But it is. It was fun.
Nice.
It was all the talent that was in there, and being able to coordinate like we did, and being able to tell the story that we did. And I had a blast. I had a blast.
Nice. Looking at your career, Tyree Taylor, who brings the best out of you?
There's there's about 3 people.
Okay.
And I'll put all these guys in one.
Mm-hmm.
These guys here are prolific. We sometimes I forget how good I am. I will say that. And they remind me all the time. Go back to me being invisible. I think I'm all right. But they know how great I am, so they keep me going. They definitely bring the best out of me. In ring wise, I hate him so much, but Desmond Cole, I hate Desmond Cole.
Yeah,
that's the whole thing. Me and Desmond Cole are Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens. It is a thing, and we always like the house up, fight forever type stuff. Yeah, Mr.
nice.
Kai, and BG, Brother Greatness. He's very humble in what he does, but he doesn't mince words. He knows is that, hey, you could have did this a lot better. You could have did this. He's one of the few people that are not afraid to tell me, hey, you fucking up. You really, hey, get back on this. He keeps me in a straight and narrow. You know what I'm saying? He keeps some blinders on. Hey, this is where you need to walk. This is where you need to go, and stuff like that. While giving all the love that he possibly can.
Nice.
A great human being. If he doesn't open up a school, it's a crime.
Wow.
Right.
Yeah, when you look at your career, you've done a lot of stuff. You've come back from injury. You've had amazing matches. But I'm curious, going to the new year, what are the goals for Tyree Taylor?
Man, I'm trying to book flights.
Mm.
I'm trying to not get up out of here because this is home, but I'm trying to get to places. There's a place in New Orleans, Wildcat Sports, and they love me down in New Orleans, and I go every chance I get. I'm trying to find more places like that in the West Coast. I'm trying to be international, Tyree Taylor, and and be able to do these Canada, Mexico, Germany, all these other places that you see all your favorites go to, and try to really get this going. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not a spring chicken, and I'm not worried about signing paperwork. But I'm trying to get some shit done before I go.
Nice.
And being international is one of those things. And I'm also coming for hardware and stuff like that. I feel like one of the most slept on performers on the planet. And, whether it's like PWR or any other list or something like that, it's time to be undeniable. And like, people see it, you see it. I appreciate you and all that good stuff. But like this will go. I don't want this to go to waste.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? More people got to see it. More people got to feel it. More people got to feel this presence of mine. They have to. And they got to wake up. They got to wake up because it's right there in their face, and it's time to move and book some flights to make that happen.
Nice. Well, Tyree, I can't thank you for doing this, and I can't thank you for everything. Like I said, man, eventually watching shows, again, to commentate shows you're on. Thank you for everything.
Man, listen, I've seen you for a very long time. I've seen your work. I've seen the interviews, and it's an honor and a pleasure to be able to do this wonderful platform that you put on, and to be able to get myself out there and to talk with you, Chris. Man, it's absolutely amazing. I appreciate you.
I appreciate you. However, every interview I've done has ended the same now. The day you decide it's all done in wrestling, which isn't happening anytime soon, but the day you decide it's all done, what do you want Tyree Taylor's legacy in pro wrestling to be?
So I don't know if you remember when in TNA there was a group called Main Event Mafia, and one of my trainers, Buck, in one of the interviews, there was one word he kept saying: respect.
Mm-hmm.
I'm out here for respect. I'm out here for it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I don't know if I'll sign paperwork. I don't know if I'll get to rub knuckles with some of the best out here. But I'm gonna make sure that whatever I'm on, whatever paper I'm on, whatever show I'm on the flyer for, whatever show I'm booked for, it will be one of the best things people see that night. I'll make sure of it, not guaranteed. And being able to do that for people who care about the craft, that what we do, and understand that, hey, these guys put their lives on the line for your entertainment, and to appreciate that entertainment, man, I want to be able to make sure they leave with a smile or leave in disbelief, because I'm not here to play,
Nice. Well, Tyree, I can't thank you enough, man, and you're gonna keep killing it. So down the line, we're gonna have to do a part 2 or something.
Man, you put it in the calendar. We here for it. Here for it, baby.
Let's do it. Thank you, Tyree, for doing this, and thank everybody for watching this episode. This was Best for Business.
Thank you for watching this episode of Best for Business. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, because this is Best for Business.